Hey traders, this is Ron Haidt at Market Tamer. Happy Monday. Hope your week is off to a great start. As always, nothing in this presentation shall constitute a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Trading stocks and options involves risk, and specific financial issues shall always be addressed with your financial advisor. The IWM is on your screen. It is the Russell 2000 small cap ETF. It was down a whopping 26 cents today. If I go to the Qs, they were up a whopping 47 cents, still on their way towards those highs. And if I take the PII, which is the Dow, it was down almost a buck, about a third of a percent. But overall, bulls still get the edge. Doesn't matter really what index we look at. It was just mixed across the board. I did get a question on GLD and its recent action over the past couple days. This is the block or box I had drawn in a few days ago. And you'll notice back on the 4th, which would have been Thursday, we opened up at 121. Let's zoom in. We opened up at 121 and then quickly rebounded. So right now, for whatever reason, they're defending 121. We're getting a little bit of a bounce, but overall, we're still in this box. I would consider putting alerts at 121 because if we close below there, test, once it's finally broken, we might see some momentum build, and then the target would be the 200-day and then back down towards those previous lows. Right now, though, gold is still range bound. PII, which is Polaris, is entering a seasonally bullish window. Does pretty well looking out 6-8 weeks. But right now, we're starting to see volume popping. It just closed above its 200-day moving average. The target now is going to be 100, about 5% higher, which is that previous little peak right there at the beginning of December. Then it would be back up towards the 110 area, and then a gap fill up here. Again, it's never saying it's going to get there. Those are just the upside technical targets. And I like how the Polaris volume here recently, over the past 2 days, is really starting to pick up as it's launching itself higher. So keep an eye on that one. Here is SYMC, something we don't look at often. This is Symantec, received reportedly positive comments today from an analyst. Did have a little bit of a pop in volume, but it didn't close at the highs of the day. However, it did close above all these previous peaks in here. I could draw one big massive box here on Symantec, right? It's been 18, 23 bucks almost a whole year. We finally have gotten above it. The target now would be literally a gap fill up towards 28, maybe as much as 20% higher. Boeing was down today. It was surprising how much it was rallying off those lows because the news really didn't change. It sort of started getting worse. But what's really interesting here, the 50-day could not be broken. And then we gapped down today. So what I would want to do is watch that low from 322. The close there was about 362. The 200 days at 59-ish. We get below that, the 200-day and this low here, that's what puts the December lows back on the table. This is very news-driven right now due to the tragedies. And how about ROKU, ROKU, down 4%. I keep an eye on this. Remember, the stock was at 75 in October. December, it was down below 30, over 50% haircut, and then it goes right back up. Well, all those folks were getting made whole, and boy, did it turn lower. Now it's trying to rally again, and they turned it lower. But here's the interesting part. The lows around 60, 62 have been defended. Today, we had a gap down and a hammer. I hate and do not trust hammers at previous support levels. I call them fake hammers, rubber hammers. They're not as true as they are when a stock is really getting beaten up to the downside, and then a hammer symbolizes a potential reversal or a bottom is in. That ain't this. This is just the opposite. So it's holding at the 50-day. If we close below the 50-day, 200 days the target, and then all the way back down to that gap fill in early January. So keep an eye on that. And Amazon is another seasonally bullish stock right now, tacked on another 12 bucks, up 0.68% today. Its target, the double top, all-time highs north of 2,000, which is still about 150 points away. That's it. Nice short video. Not a whole lot of change, but there are a few stocks worth watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take good care.